Blog Talk Radio. Tonight is another great edition of Transitions to Transformation Radio. And I just want to welcome my wonderful guest, Chase Garrett. At 7 years old, controversial songwriter and medium Chase Garrett knew she had something special. Chase has performed over 300 concerts, written well over 500 songs, and grew up under the teachings of renowned Bishop Carlton Pearson. She is also an author, visual artist, as well as a Reiki master. Mentored personally by Jeremy McDonald, renowned psychic and author of the book Peace Be Still, she has been surrounded by spirit and continues to help others pursue a better relationship with the spirit within. Her latest musical release, Magdalene Me, will be in stores December 17th, and that wonderful song that you just heard a little snippet of, which we will play the whole song in a few minutes here, is called Access Work, and it's a wonderful song, and it's going to be released tomorrow on iTunes, so definitely check it out. We'll play it in its entirety in a few minutes, but first I want to welcome Chase to the show, and thank you so much, Chase, for joining everybody.
Hello, thank you so much for having me on tonight. I appreciate it.
Oh, anytime. This is just wonderful. You know, you're a popular woman because I see the lines are just lighting up right now, but I want everybody to hear a little bit about your story and about your take on spirituality, your music, and anything you wish to talk about. And, Chase will also be giving some readings tonight, so we're looking forward very much to hearing from everybody out there. We'll just, I'd like to give Chase a few minutes to really, to talk about her life and her viewpoints and spirituality, and I'd like to invite Chase to do so now.
Okay, well, I'm 22. Just turned 22. I live around Clearwater, Florida. I've definitely always felt a weird relationship with everything, with music. I really didn't grow up being taught by anybody or going to anything until I was older in high school, so when I first started playing music, I remember being young, around maybe 10, 11 years old, and I sang in the church choir when I was younger for a church I grew up at. After Higher Dimensions, Carlton Pearson's church fell in the early 90s. And so I started going to a different church, and my friend's mom was leading the choir, and I stayed one morning, and I asked her if I could play some of the instruments in the church. And I never played an instrument before, and so I started walking up to these instruments. And when I picked up those drumsticks and I put my hands on that piano, I could just feel it. And ever since then, music's always been such a strong part of me, and I've only just tried my best to, own that craft and understand what that was. But it wasn't until I was older that I realized the spiritual ties that came along with my musical gifts and kind of what my muse was and all that. For a long time, I was a Christian worship pastor. I grew up in Christian churches. My parents were deacons for Higher Dimensions in the early 90s, which was a large church based out of my hometown, Tulsa, Oklahoma. which is I'm here now, actually, right now as we speak, doing some work.
That's wonderful.
So it's been a crazy ride, and all I can say to everybody listening is just follow your path and be the leaf in the wind, and follow what your gut is telling you to do, because if you don't, then you're going to be miserable. So I think that's a lot of what we're going to get into tonight, but I'll go ahead and give it back to you, Sue.
Oh, absolutely, Chase. Well, you've had kind of a different life than a lot of people. Well, maybe not so much different. Maybe if you want to explain the internal struggle that you had growing up and what led you to where you are now.
I guess if you're referring to lately over this last year, I've come out as transgender, which was definitely a big step, and there was a lot of prayer and a lot of thought involved in going into this process. But over my whole life, I've always felt like there was signs of what I've been going through. It's been nothing new to me. I've always been one of the girls. I'm one of 5 sisters. So naturally, that's just where my brain has always been, and I kind of always was in denial about it and felt I had to live up to a certain expectation. And I think it got to a point where it was eating me inside, I guess, because after I transitioned and kind of come through and started to touch base with who I am, it's really changed my perspective on life. And, you know, people have a lot of preconceived notions about what a transgender person is, because for me, this is very much an emotional and mental thing, and the physical expression is only the best I can do to try and show people what is really going on inside of me, because it's much more complicated than what I can do with makeup, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I always believe that we are all born male and female, and that we have to experience life as either or. You know, actually, we go through many lifetimes, and many lifetimes I felt like I was a male because I came into this world like, you know, almost like a male, even though I'm definitely female, and I definitely, you know, am femme. But I always felt like I had this masculine side to me, kind of a yin and yang thing going on. And, you know, I could definitely relate. And, you know, I believe what our soul speaks to us, you know, what we feel we are is who we truly are. You know, it's not the covering that we're wrapped up in. It's who we, you know, what's on the inside. You know, that counts.
Not agree more with that, and I think that's the big thing. That's the big highlight of where we're going as a generation and as a society. We're heading towards a very cathartic role as an androgynous people. You can see it in fashion. You can see it in music. You can see it in all the celebrities that are starting to gain leverage right now in the industry. That it's androgyny is creeping its way in, and genderqueer, and people are starting to realize that for me, this transition was not about me trying to become a woman. This transition is about me predominantly identifying as a female with male attributes instead of identifying as a male with female attributes like I was formerly. It's not that big of a difference to me. I just, you know, it's just expressing myself in a more honest way. And, you know, I really don't think that people should be afraid of that. You know, it's a very taboo subject for a lot of my friends and for a lot of people. And for me, I think that we shouldn't be that way with our sexuality, because, you know, God gave it to us individually, and it's a special gift, and we should, you know, really honor and appreciate what is really in our body. Like the Bible says, our body is a temple. And if I'm not honoring my temple by lying to myself, then I'm not doing my temple any justice.
That's right. That's right. That is so true. Well, we have an amazing amount of callers here. Would you like to take one now?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Sure. So I am going to put the last 4 digits of this caller is 1027.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you? Welcome to Transitions to Transformation Radio. We're so happy you could join us tonight.
I'm so happy I could join you, too. I'm really excited to actually talk to you, and I just kind of wanted to see if Spirit had anything for me, if I could ask that question.
Sure.
Great.
Okay. What's your name, dear?
Jamie.
Jamie. Where are you from, Jamie?
Indiana.
Indiana. What? Can I ask what part?
Yeah, Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. How long have you been living there?
Probably, I'm going to say, I've lived kind of all over Indiana, all around this area. Probably about 6 years, probably. Somewhere in that area.
Okay. Have you been feeling the shifts lately in your life? Have you been feeling big
yes.
lately?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of shifting going on with you, and I feel like you've really been scared that this lack of stability is something that could be permanent to you, or you feel like you might not ever fall into the niche where you're going to feel completely comfortable and at ease. Is that something that
Wow, you're hitting the nail on the head. Yes, correct.
Okay. And what I want you to do is I really want you to start getting inside of yourself. And I want you to talk to yourself and really get into that spirit of knowing and understanding. And I want you to connect with the universe and know that you are one with the universe. And when you do that, all those things that it seem to be those big, ginormous changes, you realize they're small. They're small in the grand scheme of the bigger plan, and they're all part of the bigger plan. And those things that are bad right now going on, too, that are really under your skin that we're not going to talk about, you have to understand that those changes are going to mold you to become an even brighter light and a better example. And I just feel that you have to really trust the spirit. I know it's hard, and you've been hesitant.
Yeah.
You've been hesitant.
Yes.
And you don't need to be hesitant because spirit is so bright in you. It is so, so bright in you, Jamie. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't put a pin on it.
I keep seeing like a paper red heart. I see love. It's almost like a Valentine's kind of thing. It just formed like right in front of me. Sometimes I get like these little flashes of intuition. So I just know that love is coming your way if it's not there already.
I keep hearing this. It needs to hurry up.
Yeah.
And this is going to help that too. I want you to set an intention into the universe. When you set an intention into the universe, I really want you to go into your heart. And when you're setting an intention, you're not commanding the universe, but you're letting the universe be commanded by your heart. You're latching your heart into the openness and the oneness and the Christ consciousness. And you're putting out that intention for change. And you're going to call out for love. And it's going to come at you so fast and so quick. It could be tomorrow. It could be in 5 minutes. It could be in a month. But when it hits you, you're really not going to believe it. It's going to be too much for you to process at once. But you're going to have to just go with it. That's the flow.
Okay. That's perfect. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I know you have plenty of callers, but I'm so happy to be talking to you. I really appreciate it.
Oh, we're happy that you called in, Jamie. Thanks so much.
Thank you. You have a good night.
You too. Many blessings to you.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now we have another caller on here. The last 4 digits are 8239, and I'm going to put you on right now. We also have my co-host for this evening, Todd Patrick Curran, on hold. Hang on there, Todd. We're going to get to you next, but we're going to take this caller first. Last 4 digits, 8239. Hello, and welcome to Transitions to Transformation Radio.
Hello.
Hi.
Is this B?
This is B.
Oh my gosh, you guys! This is my Aunt Beverly.
Hi, Aunt Beverly.
And I'm real excited for my reading. I'm really enjoying this.
Oh, that's great. We enjoy having you on.
Oh, B, I'm so excited. I've been trying to get to you for like 3 days now. You understand that?
Oh yeah, and I thought this might be a perfect opportunity, if nothing else, and I'm excited.
Oh, that's great.
I've enjoyed everything you've said.
Oh, that's great.
I've been feeling Jack coming in a lot.
Me too.
I've been feeling him come in real heavy and thick. And he come in and he put his hand right behind you and he said, "You're going to be all right, bud." And he laughed.
That's awesome.
That crooked little smile.
Wow.
It's funny. I've been feeling him coming through a lot. The way that I've been channeling people, I didn't realize for a long time I was channeling people until I pointed it out to one of my friends. I said, "I feel like I'm not in my body." And she's like, "What are you talking about?" And I said, "Well, I feel like I'm in someone else's body. Like I feel like my face is someone else's face, and I feel like I have all their features in their physical. I feel like I'm in their physical body. I don't feel like I'm in my own body, and I feel like all my actions are motivated by their spirit. And like I did work for somebody. I did housework for somebody for a while, and I felt like I channeled my friend Sam because his spirit was work ethic, and I channeled his energy, and for some reason it took over my body and allowed me to complete those tasks. And I feel like I channel who I need to channel, and I don't know, for some reason as soon as you got on the line I felt Jack come in.
That's awesome. I have many times he's come to me, but it's always in my sleep.
Wow, that's the best way to receive a message, because literally we go into their world when we dream every night.
I really think we do.
Yeah, absolutely. What keeps us coming back into this life is we're attached by a silver cord that's attached to our belly buttons, and we just when we basically astral travel every night, and it's wonderful when you see somebody on the other side, because we're never truly apart. We're always there. The veil is just so thin, especially this time of year. Especially like near All Souls Day, Halloween, All Hallows Eve. The veil between two worlds is the thinnest, and it's the best time to communicate with loved ones. And
I have go ahead.
Oh, that's okay. You go ahead.
I have lots of people who have passed that come in my dreams.
Wow. So you may, if this happens to you frequently, you're probably clairsentient.
A lot.
Yeah. It's like sometimes you can't turn it off, right?
Well, actually,
no, it's just like
we're really mixed up as far as our backgrounds. Me and my aunt are Native American in our background.
Oh, wow.
So I think a lot of that comes in the shamanism and the dreaming, because I don't know. I haven't really got a chance to talk to Dee that much about what I've been doing spiritually, but I think a lot of that shamanism is a style of dreaming. And,
yes.
That's what people don't understand about it. It's not necessarily, a wigwam man in a tent making potions out of snake skin. It's about dreaming, and it's about understanding that connection to the other side and the universe, and all of that is the same thing.
Yeah, it's true.
I
remember that show Medium where, what's her name? Patricia Arquette. Her character would wake up after a dream. She would dream things psychically, and she was considered a medium. And so are you, Chase. You're a medium as well. I know the same thing happens to me too. I'm a medium and clairsentient myself, and it's pretty amazing when you have these dreams and you have them frequently. It's definitely a spiritual work for sure.
Yes,
and I think
I'd love
to.
Go ahead, Chase.
Oh no, you're fine, Dee. Go ahead.
I just love to know how to work with them, and sometimes I don't know what to do, so I just pray for them, even though they're not here.
Well, that's exactly it. You're setting an intention right there by praying. Prayer is an intention you're setting into the universe. That's what that's all about.
Okay.
And if what people have to understand is we can't just ignore these things. A lot of people, you'd be surprised, so many people come up to me and they feel the need to tell me about these gifts that they have too, and that they have dreams and that they have premonitions. And you find that 9 out of 10 of my friends have premonitions. And I'm trying to tell everybody, I'm like, hey, we all have this connection that's stronger than we think. And we have to start getting inside of ourselves and exercising our bodies and our minds so that we can own that connection and really start utilizing it for a greater good of humanity and for ourselves.
Yes.
That's true. And
agree.
intention is a big thing. Thoughts become things, and especially since, you know, the Earth has shifted since December of last year. You know, I believe that things are happening faster and faster, and, you know, we can manifest so much in so little time.
Yes,
so it's
I agree.
always good. Yeah, it's always good to set the best intentions and you know, keep our thoughts positive for sure, and keep all those that cross our path in our dreams and sometimes not in our dreams. You know, just keep them in the light. And
yes.
yeah, it's always a great thing to keep people in the light, whether they're here or whether they're, you know, and you know, whether they've passed on. You know, because thoughts do travel, and
yes.
it's always good to keep them positive. Yeah. So I'm gonna put on my co-host now, Todd Patrick Curran. He's a master numerologist. He has a book out called The Mysteries of Numerology, and he has a website, Phoenix One Numerology, and his Facebook page is Todd Curran Numerology. So I'm going to introduce Todd now. Actually, I'll bring Todd on right now. Hello, Todd.
Susan, how are you?
Excellent, thanks. How about yourself?
I'm doing great.
Oh, that's great. Is there anything that you could tell B or Beverly numerologically as far as the reading goes?
Sure, all I need is a birth name and a birth date.
Beverly, birth name, and the birth date is January 3rd, 1963.
January 3rd, the same as JRR token.
Wow.
That's the second deacon of Capricorn, which is the metaphysical deacon. I'm born on the 6th, so we're pretty close there. You got John Paul Jones of Led Zeppelin on the 3rd. 3, 6, and 9 is the artistic concord in numerology. So any derivative of 3, 6, and 9 is interested in healing or arts or music. And what year? January 3rd, what year?
63.
4, 14, and 9, 23, 5, and that deals with communication, travel, higher realms, details. Could be a Virgo aspect in your chart, but there are detectives and a lot of scientists also. Thinking of Stephen Hawking as he's a 5, he's also a 7. They're both research numbers. They're both odd numbers, so they're both off base, always looking for something. And then Beverly is your first name. What's your birth name? Your birth certificate or your maiden name?
Clayton.
Clayton. You have a middle name?
Sue.
Sue. Okay. Well, Beverly adds up to 7, and then Sue's a 9, so that's 16, and then Clayton, let's see, 6, 7, 14, 16, 22, 27, 9, 7. You probably were a monk or involved in the religious establishment in many of your past lives. Very, very interested in spirituality. 7s are channels. I'm a 7. Beverly's a 7 also, so it shows stronger growth through your first name, that you're only going to enhance those qualities even more so. And clairvoyance, futurism, Stephen Hawking, Spielberg, M. Night Shyamalan, great mathematicians, anybody that's interested in the other realms. And specializations would be a 7. And so you have investigative numbers, all your numbers, including the 3, although 3 appears to be more artistically inclined. It's more so the joyful philosopher. So it is my favorite number because not only does it incorporate philosophy, it's not as heavy and melancholy and analytical as the 7 is.
Okay.
So you can add artistry to it also because there's a social effect or manifestation through the number 3.
7's my lucky number. I have it tattooed on my arm.
Wow.
Oh, how about that?
That's amazing.
Definitely
For creationism.
Creationism, wow, and spiritual completion, and Chase as a channel. It would make perfect sense that would be a lucky number for you. I think that all people connected to 7 and 11 and any multiples of those numbers are channels. Even get the 1s of the 11s. Shamans are 1s, and of course 11 would have a double dose of it. So that's pretty much it there, Beverly.
All righty, thank you.
As far as what I can do in my head here, I'm laying here with the lights out and just kind of figuring out the simple stuff here in my head.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow,
You're
that's
welcome.
awesome. Well, we have a caller here. Beverly, you can hang on. I'm going to keep your mic on, but I have another caller. Last 4 digits are 3481. I'm going to put you on right now. Hello, welcome to Transitions to Transformation Radio. Who are we speaking with tonight?
Got a ghost on the line too, then?
Yeah, I think so.
What do they want? What do they want, Chase?
Well, I invite whoever just called to call back. Last 4 digits, 3481. We're here waiting for you. So just give us a call, and we'll be happy to take you again. Well, Todd, since we have a little extra time, how about would you like to give Chase a reading?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Sure. Chase, you have 12 letters in your name, and that deals with artistry, because 1 and 2 is 3. 12 is the hangman in the tarot. It's turned upside down, so it's willing. It's somebody that is willing to make a sacrifice. I think that is often the case, and also genius. Neil Peart of Rush is born on the 12th, so he's often considered to be the greatest drummer in the world. In fact, Rush even adds up to 3. So it's a perfect band for him to establish or be a part of. Actually, he didn't establish it. And the idea is that both hemispheres are operating in this case. The one of the male, the 2 of the female, or the 2 hemispheres operating together synchronistically, and then you have a 3 in your vowels also. So I'm recognizing the artistic interest that you have, and then I'm not sure where this comes into it, but your name is an 8, and that deals more with organization and business, but they are 2 3s back to back, and 8 is one higher than 7. So 8s can also be very interested in spirituality, but usually the interest in the New Age is to learn from going from hoarding resources. If you think of Howard Hughes and Hugh Hefner and those H's in their name, H is the 8th letter in the alphabet. So if you want to have a wealthy son, throw some H's in there. And but the idea of a higher evolved 8 would be somebody that gives resources back. Now, in the case of a Ted Turner, who's a 44-8, he's a master 8. The double numbers vibrate at higher frequencies, and those that have those gifts are here to help the planet evolve. Most of the people running the country are double numbers from 11 to 99, and they have a responsibility to give back as part of the gift that they have to help inhibit the suspension of our evolution by providing equality for everyone when certainly even now that's not there's no balance in that area. Your life path adds up to 9, which is your birth date, and 9s will make great sacrifices to help in humanitarian causes because 9 involves all the numbers from 1 to 9, so they've reached they've gone through every step, so they're really here to be multidimensional with many interests, and in fact, as an 8 with a 9, there's the humanitarianism there that if you did gain wealth or abundance, then you're here to share that compassionately or through strength and adversity and so forth. So, you try to throw these things out here kindly. Your name karmically adds up to 29, which is the story of Job. I'm sure you feel like you've been hit by the left and the right, and I probably wouldn't be a numerologist if I didn't have the same vibration because it would be hard to even discuss these more difficult numbers. We have to assume that we took these on for a reason. Of course, Job in the Bible was awarded everything in the end. So it's really in the way you look at it. Maybe I don't feel like I've gotten those, got to the end of it. So when I'm defining it, it's only coming from my own perspective of where I am. The 29 is a difficult vibration. And we decided to take a lot on for purposes of spiritual strength. The body's just a vehicle. What more can
That's
I say?
right.
For experiencing.
Well, our caller called back. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I want to catch them before they go again. So, last 4 digits, 3481. I'm going to put you back live again. Hello and welcome to Transitions to Transformation Radio. Who are we speaking with tonight?
Hi, everyone. This is Marie.
Hi, Marie. Welcome to the show. Many blessings to you.
Thanks, Sue.
You're welcome.
How's everybody doing?
Excellent. We're having a little powwow tonight.
I know. So I guess you'll tell people that we know each other?
Yes. Marie is my best friend from high school. We've known each other 30-plus years. And I'm just super happy that you called tonight. And she's a wonderful woman. Marie has previously been on the show. We did a show about Voices of Breast Cancer, about her sister Joyce last month, or I believe it was at the end of September. And tonight, we're just we're all converging for a little powwow and talk with Chase and
right. Call for a reading.
Yes. So, Chase and Todd, is there anything you can tell Marie?
Yeah, you're wonderful.
Oh, thanks.
Todd's mother is named Marie.
Is it?
Marie, for some reason I get the vibe that you give a lot. You're a giver.
Oh, yeah.
Sacrificer.
Definitely.
You're the one who probably takes a bullet.
I'm sorry?
You find yourself, I said you probably take a bullet. You're one of those people that I think you're probably going to be the one to die in a random act of courage.
All right.
I feel that you feel like a higher calling, and sometimes it burdens you to not fully understand what that means.
All right.
And I feel that you have connections to other spirits inside of you too.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I feel that you channel 2 other spirits, a male and a female. You bring them with you. I don't know who they are. The female is blonde.
Wow. Could be my sister.
Yep, exactly.
Is she good looking?
Oh yeah.
Yes, she was pretty. Yes.
Did she pass?
Yeah, from breast cancer over 3 years ago.
She was younger. She died young.
Yeah, she was 51.
Because she looked very good for her age, from what I'm seeing. She's at her youth. She's at her youth. She's gorgeous. Beautiful art.
Thank you.
And then the male, I'm seeing an older gentleman come in too.
Could possibly be my dad.
He's a tall gentleman, no hat, almost bald.
Right.
And I'm seeing him driving a truck.
Yeah, actually, he used to work for the sanitation in New York.
Wow, that's amazing.
Okay.
That really is, because we didn't own a truck, when we were kids or anything. So that's pretty cool.
So was he a wise guy? He had a lot of good pals?
Yeah.
Did he kind of have a funny sense of humor?
Oh, definitely. He definitely did.
Did he got you a lot when you were younger?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like to joke around, yes. Yeah, Sue knew him, actually.
I feel worrying for you and where you're at right now spiritually, but I feel him telling you that it's going to be okay, and that he's with your sister, and they're together, and they're unified, and they're with you, and they're behind you, and they're guiding you.
Right.
Yeah, I always feel them around her too. I've had dreams about Joyce, and even when Marie and I went on a cruise, and one time we walked into our room and it had mirrored, mirrors in the room. We walked in plain as day, and I'd seen Joyce for like a split second, and I almost started crying. She was wearing like a pink headband, a pink tank top, and and I was just like, oh my God, I felt her. And she and Marie used to love going on cruises.
Oh, yeah.
Especially on Royal Caribbean, right? A little plug for Royal Caribbean.
So she was a big spirit, big energy.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah, because I can feel her stepping in front of your dad.
Oh, yeah. She's had a million friends, and she's,
She was very social.
Oh, yes. Most definitely.
I love it. I love it when I feel energy come into me. It's like I feel all these unique experiences just come into my body.
It's pretty wild. Wow, you hit the nail on the head, Chase, with Marie's dad and Joyce.
That was kind of amazing. Talking about him driving a truck. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Chase, have you ever thought of maybe doing like psychic work?
I just recently this year went public, but I've been training and just kind of focusing on, getting everything together inside and kind of owning and understanding what's going on with me. And so this year I started to speak and go public with doing readings, and so it's definitely been an interesting thing. A lot of my friends don't even know that I do this, so they're kind of learning as I go too. And I'm learning too, so it's good for everybody.
Well, you definitely have a gift there.
Absolutely. Absolutely have a gift, Chase. And more than one gift.
Hello?
I want to say something to Chase.
Go ahead.
You there?
Yes.
I don't normally ask for readings because I haven't needed them for a long time, but boy, I sure could use one right now. I've been in an electric blender for quite some time.
Okay, Todd. Where are you at right now?
I'm at home.
Well, I mean, as
Florida.
far as Tampa. You're in Tampa. Okay. How long have you been in Tampa?
About 15 years.
15 years. Okay, so you've been there for a while.
Mhm.
I'm feeling a younger girl, a little girl coming in.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know. I'm feeling a little girl.
Uh-huh.
And I'm feeling an older woman with her.
I would think that would be my niece who's got Down syndrome and my mom.
Is your mom passed?
I don't know. At my mom's house.
No, your mom is with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this somebody? Yeah.
Because the woman I'm seeing she's got a white dress on, and she looks very, very extravagant. She looks very classy, but maybe she didn't always dress that way. I don't know. I just get this picture of her in my head.
Well, that's all right. I mean, it's being psychic like that's not easy. And I can't necessarily connect it right now, anyway.
I'm trying to feel you out here.
Take your time. Like I said, I've been in an electric blender. I probably wouldn't be the easiest read, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling.
I think I spent. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying I'm feeling some blocks in you and in your energy. And do you meditate regularly?
What's that?
I'm sorry. Do you meditate regularly?
Well, I went about 23 days where I was constantly running all hours of the day and at the gym where I couldn't slow down. This was the first day that I thought, you got to be kidding me, I'm actually relaxed. So I haven't been. I mean, running has always been my meditation because I have such high energy, or going in saunas, but I'm trying to take it down a level. I'm thinking of checking out of the game for a few days. Since I've been able to slow my energy down, so, to say that I have blocks, I certainly have some kind of a defensive shell up around me that's been protecting me. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
But I feel that shell is exposed to some anxieties.
Oh,
and yeah. I fear that that's some anxiety. Neural hesitation, and those things are very, very hard to look past. Those are definitely like a kryptonite for me, in my opinion. I get a lot of people that that want readings, and it's hard whenever sometimes the heart is not always sure that it's a loosening of the tie of the ethereal spiritual connection, when there's that indefinite connection between two human beings. And,
sure.
Sometimes that connection, I feel, can be loose. I don't know if that makes sense or not.
Well, is what you're saying is that I would really be hard to give a reading for? Am I hitting this right? Because my energy's closed off right now.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that. I'm feeling that you would generally, like, you've maybe tried to get readings in the past and you've had a hard time getting readings in the past.
Oh yeah.
No, I definitely agree with the block because I've seen the block for myself in the sacral chakra, and that can cause everything to go haywire. Creativity, sexuality. You crave food and you crave loving. That's the nicest way I could put it. When you have a sacral chakra imbalance, that's what I sense and feel, and I've seen from time to time with Todd.
Well, it's interesting, Susan, is I have very high creativity in my astrological chart right now, and I think I do. But it's almost because I don't know what I'm going through. It's almost a paradox. You understand what I'm saying? I'm being often drawn to things I don't understand at all. That's been going on for a long time. Certainly I have some blocks.
Antisocial at points, Todd?
What's that?
Has this caused you to be blocked out or antisocial at any points? Your past things you've been drawn to in your life?
Oh, certainly.
You're very, very, very enveloped in your work, and you're very enthused in your work and strong in your work. But, even you sometimes at those nights question and wonder, what the purpose is of everything that you're doing. But you feel there's a higher purpose, but you're not always sure what it is. And I feel like I'm going to need you to start trusting the flow and continue to trust the flow, because I feel like that's been part of what's been causing the block, is a lack of trust in both parts. And it's not always intentional.
And you should wear green.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What did you say, Susan?
And you need to wear green to offset the sacral chakra imbalance. That's going to help you. Wear green, eat green, just walk in green grass barefoot. That always helps. Anytime you're feeling out of balance, you'll get connected.
Well, let me tell you guys something, and then we'll move on since I'm a little blocked. Top Patcher Curran has a lot of green shirts, and I got a green car, and a lot of broccoli for this guy. So I'm going to go with green, and I appreciate it, Chase. You're right. It's a trust issue. I've had a few relationships that are been very controlling, and I've actually blocked them off, and that's hard for most people to do because you can crave love. You can crave something that's not good for you, and I've had to block them off. So that's part of what the block is making that difficult decision, but not being able to let that shield down yet, because I had to create a block to actually end those relationships, because one of them I was very emotionally attached to. So I actually did what most of us don't want to admit to doing, and accepted it when I did it. I did what the Scorpio rising part of me doesn't like to do from the past, and I kind of lashed out. I am going through the dark night of the soul until December 9th, and people say, well, it's over. Well, I'm definitely in it. I've been in it the whole time, but I need to let go of that. But I think that's why I have the helmet on. That's the only way I knew how to cope with it. In other words, I'm pushing away from something that I need to push away from, but in the process of doing that, I built a wall to make that happen, because it's the only way I could cope with it emotionally.
Yeah, and whenever you build this wall...
I'm sorry, go ahead. I was going to say to Susan, what is the sacral also, Susan? What is it in representation to in the chakras?
It is the second chakra up from the base chakra, or base or root chakra, which is red, and the next one up is the sacral, which is right below your belly button, and it's orange, and it's a fiery chakra. A lot of passion, a lot of explosion, a lot of creativity, a lot of many different things. And what you really need to do is get that under control by wearing green. Green, it's color therapy. Just think green, wear green, eat green, and you'll balance yourself out.
To
Meditate.
offset the red or to offset the orange?
Yes, to offset the orange.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But
got the Irish flag there, Susan.
That's
you got
right.
the Irish flag.
There you
so
go.
Let's move
orange.
On.
Okay.
There
We'll come back to you in a bit. Yeah. Well, we got 4 callers. Wow. So we're going to come back to Todd after the 4 callers. I'm going to put the last 4 digits 3753. Thank you all for waiting. So wow, They've been waiting for 13 minutes, 13 seconds. I'm going to put them on right away. And there's 3 other callers, so hang on, guys. Hello, and welcome to Transitions to Transformation Radio Show. Who's speaking?
This is David.
Hi, David. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I am Todd's neighbor, so...
I thought I recognized you.
Uh-huh.
Well, welcome to the show.
I know Todd real well, and my recommendation, Todd, is that you open an account at Regions Bank because they're green all over the place. Oh, TD Bank is also a good idea. Anyway.
David has got me laughing most of the time, and that certainly opens you up into a trusting field, even though he does look like a little leprechaun. I'm willing to overlook that.
Well, we got a bit of the greeniness, But I thought you were going to say I look like a leper. Leprechaun? Okay, I can handle that.
Hey, it isn't easy being
anyway.
Green, but anyway, what was your question for Chase, David?
I'm not sure. Hang on one second.
Okay.
For some reason, my volume went down as probably, or I couldn't hear you very well there for a second. Anyway, Chase, I am new to this spiritual, relatively speaking, new reading kind of thing. I've really only been to 2, what do you call them, Todd? Open circles or psychic circles? Psychic
circle across the street here, yeah.
Yeah, and there's only a couple of readers that I really felt were right on the money. So it's not that I'm a total skeptic or anything like that, but anyway, I just wanted to let you know, and I don't want to be closed either. I mean, I want to be open to the possibilities of everything, but in any case, assuming, since I don't know you yet, I'm just going to assume that maybe you can gather some insight just from hearing me talk, and from, I'm also in Tampa, Florida. And is there anything that, at this point, you can tell me that is coming through?
Okay. Well, this has definitely been an interesting experiment. I've never done readings over Skype before. This has been new. So I've been trying to pull through and get in the right headspace. Because there definitely, it's one of those things where on the spot readings have been new. Usually my readings are very spontaneous.
I see.
And when energy comes, it comes, and when it goes, it goes. And so when I try to let people in, when I do a reading, I like to think that people whose chakras and hearts are open usually get a better reading.
Right.
And they're really looking.
Well, I like what you said to Todd about opening up to the flow. I mean, Todd will tell you that the flow of things is something that I'm very believe in, at least, if not in touch with, because I think the whole universe is flow, energy, and so I'm not a total skeptic or anything like that. I'm certainly not a materialist. I do believe that we all share like a universal consciousness, and that it is possible to tap in if and when, So it's not like a test that I'm trying to put you to or anything. I'm just trying. Like I said, I'm new to this. So I'm just go ahead.
Insight on, I want to give you a little bit of insight on what it actually is, and because a lot of people have a lot of misconceptions about what it means to be a medium or to feel that energy that comes in, and for energy with you, I do feel like you're a very open person. I feel like you give things chances, and that you're open to the idea of more than what we're talking about today on the show. I feel like you've dabbled in a lot of your own hands and spirituality, and that you've been experimental for the last few years.
Hang on one sec. I suddenly realized I had my speakerphone on before, and that's what happened. I touched it with my face, and now I can hear all of you good. I'm sorry.
Yes. Well,
what I was saying, I feel like you feel that I'm curious. I feel like you've had a lot of curiosities with different religious connotations, and you've been kind of shaky in that field for a while.
Right.
May I ask what you currently identify as far as religion?
I see myself as a Christian, Buddhist, Taoist. Right now I'm not practicing any particular version of Christianity, although I am fascinated by Christian history and things like that. It's simply because of my background. I've been in many different denominations in that regard. I actually started looking into Eastern philosophies because I felt that there was a more genuine way to be spiritual. And so as early as age 17, I've had some kind of draw toward the Eastern and respect for the Eastern philosophy, the wisdom traditions, as they call it. But I do believe in God. I don't believe necessarily in the God of most people's imagination, because I should say a few years ago, I had what I consider to be what do you call that? An epiphany. And that epiphany basically was, I was asking myself, quite frankly, just talking out loud to myself, and I said, what do I believe? Because I was so confused by all of my differing religious, especially the Christian denominational studies and influences and so forth, that I just asked myself, what do I believe in? And I told myself almost immediately, I says, well, I believe in love. And as soon as I said that to myself, because I'm thinking, love is something that you can't really physically see, but it can be experienced like the wind is experienced, and you can't see that. And yet, and then I felt like I was being led to see God as love. And in fact, the scriptures do say that
correct.
God is love. And so if God is love, can love be God? Of course. Because love is more than simply a feeling.
Oh, yeah.
And if you take the word God and replace it in the scriptures many times with love, and just kind of when you read God, read love. And it's an amazing feeling that I get anyway when I read it as love, because love is a God that even an atheist can believe in, But I don't think so much it's the rejection of the God concept. I don't think so much it is what we all, realize is an intelligent arrangement to the universe, and in denial of that. As much as I think, at least for most people, I think It's the rejection of the God concept, which is really, in my view, a false God.
On the money.
And
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, yep, you're on the money 110%.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I don't want to cut you off, but there's a lot of callers left. So hang on, David. I'm going to keep your mic on. But
I'll be here.
Okay. Now, Chase, are you able to do one more reading? I know you wanted to do an hour. We can go longer if you want, or if you just want to stop after this next reading, that's fine too. So whatever you're up to, Chase.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do one more.
Okay, cool. Thanks. So I have the last 4 digits, 2461. I'm going to put you on. Hello, and welcome to Transitions to Transformation Radio. Who are we speaking with tonight, please?
Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
How are you?
Good,
Good.
thanks. How are you? Thanks for
Good.
calling in.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So we're here tonight with medium and musician Chase Garrett, and we also have master numerologist Todd Patrick Curran. Give you a reading and I guess what are you feeling, Chase?
May I ask who's calling? The name of the person who's calling?
Karen.
Karen. Karen, may I ask where you're from?
Yes, you certainly may.
Where are you from, Miss Karen?
St. Petersburg, Florida.
St. Petersburg, Florida. How long have you been in St. Petersburg? How long have you been in St. Petersburg, Karen?
I've been here since April. I lived here 30 years prior. Before that, I was in Indiana.
Another
for
Indiana
about
night.
5 years.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
I said another Indiana night. Wonderful.
Yeah, there was a lady named Jamie that called in earlier that was from Indiana, too.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that popular.
I am from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Sarah.
Oh, okay. I was in Ferndale. Probably nobody's ever heard of that.
You have. Sounds like Darth Vader's on the phone. You heard?
I was going to say, it almost sounds like we're in an underwater submarine.
We all lived in the yellow submarine.
Yeah.
David, you're still there.
I'm still here.
Right now.
It's all about love.
Luke.
That wasn't me.
Sure, nobody's watching any
let's
submarine
take a moment. Let's take a moment out for silence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that interesting, huh? Well,
Yeah.
I want to know which one of you called me, because we all kind of went into a trance here. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Hey, Todd.
That usually doesn't happen.
Yeah. Hey, Todd, what do you get? What can you get on Karen's numerology?
Well, Karen, what's your birth name or maiden name?
Petite.
What is it?
Petite, my maiden name.
That's your last name?
Yes.
Do you have a middle name?
No, I do not.
Okay, and I didn't hear exactly. Spell the last one. I didn't quite get it.
It's Petite.
I guess I did hear it. Petite. 7, 9, 18, 20, 25, and then I believe Karen is. Yo.
I believe it's P as in Peter, Etite.
Yeah.
Oh, petite. Wow. So you don't have any weight problems in this life. Petite.
Well, sometimes I do.
Well, I'm psychic also, Karen. I'm just kidding. I guess we all are. Petite. 12, 14, 23, 25, and then 30. Karen is 31 or 4. That's when you add 31 and 30, you get 61, and 6 and 1 and 7. 61 means maverick. 7 is extremely interested in research, spirituality, the unknown. It's the invisible rope to the other realms. Perfectionism. Always thinks for themselves. Not necessarily agree in a crowd, because there are inventors or futurists. They simply listen to what other people have to say, and then they come up with something brand new based on that. So they're not necessarily agreeers. When's your birth date?
September 20th, 64.
20 is very spiritual. It's a 2. There's always psychic ability with a 2. And, of course, with a 7, I'm sure that you have it. September 2nd, you add 9 and 2 together, and you get an 11, which is another 2. So definitely somebody with psychic ability. You said 1964?
Correct.
11, let's see, 10, 2, and I'm trying to do this in a different way in my head. Let's see, back to what you said again, 920, right. 11, and then 4 deals with methodology, organization, working with the hands, and there are builders, salt of the earth, gardening, anything organizational. Very different than 7, although they're both analytical. Did you say 920?
Right.
Libra. Okay. And you have an 11 destiny. I added your birth date, which is a 4, to your name, which is a 7, and you get 11. Your destiny as an artist or a visionary. It could be that as you've gotten older, you've partnered with other people. 1 and 1 is 2, so they want to partner with other people, but they often end up taking the lead because they have more of the know-how, because the double numbers vibrate at higher frequencies.
I usually
I'm sure
do
your
work.
You usually end up doing it, right? The
Yes.
work yourself.
Yes. I trust myself more than other people to do it.
And do
do
you
it
have
correctly.
psychic to do it correctly, right? And to do it with details, because 2 deals with details also.
Right.
And then
I want it done right.
And it makes me wonder astrologically if you have Virgo and Scorpio in your chart anywhere, along with having that Libra, because of that. The perfectionism of 7 is a reflection of either the signs Pisces, Virgo, or Scorpio. Scorpio being the researchers, the penetrators, Virgos being perfectionistic and analytical, and then the Pisces being spiritual, the 2 fish going straight through the universe, and the 2, I was going to say the 2 parts never end, but that's, never meet, but that's because I just had a struggle with the Pisces. I throw that in there, my own perception. Or do you think of yourself as being psychic?
No, I don't think I am, but I feel some presence sometimes with some people in my family that have passed on.
Chase, what do you think about that? Do you feel anybody around Karen?
I don't know. I've been feeling an older male presence coming in.
A male
I don't know
presence?
who that is. Yeah, an older male, dark hair.
A dad? That's just my dad. I feel him around me sometimes. I think about him a lot.
Oh yeah, that's enough to bring them in. When you think about somebody a lot, that brings in their energy. Absolutely, yeah.
And was his passing unexpected?
Yes. Yeah,
I feel like
very unexpected for me.
I feel like
I thought he would get better.
Sick? Was he sick or something?
Yes, he had a lot of conditions, but I just kind of assumed he would go into the hospital and get well and come out. But it didn't happen that way.
Were you with him?
Yes.
You were in the room?
Yes.
Because I see him laying there, and you have your hand on his hand?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
I wanted him to know I was there.
And he could feel you, honey. Oh, he could feel you.
Oh,
He could feel all the love. Yes, he could feel you right as he walked up to that line. And there's someone else waiting for him there too. An older lady and a dog.
Probably my grandmother was waiting for him.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a golden
Unfortunately,
retriever,
quite
a dog.
few
I don't know where the dog
Black lab. I had a black lab. We had a German Shepherd that we were very close with.
Well, sometimes those animals represent how when we pass. I feel like sometimes, like, I see wolves with people sometimes, and those people usually represent aggressive death. But I think when I see a more peaceful animal, like a dog, I would think that would mean more of a peaceful passing, and that he was calm and he was at ease and he knew he was loved and he was surrounded. And he said you're always going to be his little girl, and he's always behind you and near you, and especially when you're outside. When you feel that wind outside, he loves that fall wind. He feels you there.
Well, I hope so, because I do think about him a lot. He passed away too early, unfortunately.
He works through you.
Yeah, he worked very hard to support all of his family for 2 jobs for a lot of years. He never stopped working.
And he would never change a thing. He would never have changed one thing. No regret.
No, that's good.
He was happy. He was happy to sacrifice. He loved his family more than anything. He always put his family first.
Oh yes, I know he did. But I'm glad to know he's around me, because I do think about him a lot.
Yeah, I just want you to know he's at ease and he is comfortable and he is happy. And he is in a place right now where he doesn't have to feel those pains anymore. He doesn't have to be in and out of consciousness. He's free. He's back in his body. He's young. He looks healthy. He's back to where he was when he was maybe 26. He looks dapper.
Yes, he was skinny back then.
Yeah, he was he looks thin.
Do you feel any other presence that's watching over me, that's trying to help me?
I'm feeling a middle-aged woman with brown hair and dark eyes.
Yes.
And a very big smile.
Yes.
Is this
bringing me one of 2 people. A best friend.
I'm feeling you were. I was just about to say best friend. I was feeling she was very close to you, and you guys shared a lot of secrets.
Yes, we did share a lot of secrets.
a lot of late nights.
From her husband.
She was the kind of friend you could just show up at her house at any hour of the night, and she didn't even care. She would say, "Come on in."
Oh yes. Yes. It was my fiance's sister that passed away.
Did she give you anything? Did she ever give you like furniture or something like that?
Yeah, all her house furniture actually.
You have her house furniture.
We moved into her house. We bought her house. She lived with her husband.
Coming through, and she says that my furniture looks amazing in your house.
That's funny. Yes, we did take all her furniture. Well, we didn't take it. she gave it to us, and we purchased her house.
Yeah. She's. I feel her. She was a funny and very vivacious woman. Very soft.
Yes, she was. Oh yeah. A little bit more than that. She was kind of crazy.
a little crazy on the crazy side.
Mm-hmm.
Not too afraid to make an ass of herself for a laugh.
No, she wasn't. She wasn't shy, but she was a great person. Well, I'm glad she's here too.
I'm feeling her death was very unexpected too.
Yes. Very. She had cancer, and about a month and a half later, she was gone. It was very quick. You're right.
Did you get to be with her when she passed?
No, I got the phone call, but I didn't get up there in time. But my fiance was there with her brother.
I feel like, does he hold on to her a lot? Does he hold on to that he feels that there was something he could have done to help? Because I feel like he harbors something. And maybe he doesn't always talk about it with you, but when he's alone, when he's driving.
He's mentioned it once or twice that he does feel guilty, that he wishes there was something he could have done, but it was cancer, so it wasn't his fault. But
and that's part of what really gets him, and it's something that he probably doesn't even share with you. I feel like, may I ask if your husband is spiritual? Because he seems like I feel like, is there blocks in him?
I think he's pretty open. I think he doesn't share a lot. He keeps a lot bottled in.
All right. Well, I just want you to know that those people are with you, and their energy is strong, and it is luminescent, and it's guiding you, and it is pushing you toward a path. And I know you're at a really rough patch right now, and
yes, I am.
Things are, and but the thing is, everything is going to be okay. Because when you go in to make some of those decisions you're going to have to make this month, Dad's behind you, and your best friend is behind you, and they are there guiding you with you as you go into this next month. And I know that there's just going to be a lot to face, but you got to overcome that adversity and really own that seed inside of you, of God's seed, and understand there's a strength inside you that is stronger than what you'd even imagine.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. That's good to know.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me.
Oh, anytime. We're so happy that you called in. Thank you for calling in and sharing, Karen.
Well, thank you for having me.
Anytime.
Barry, have a great night.
You too.
Many blessings.
Take care, Karen.
All right, thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Wow, thank you so much, Chase and Todd, for doing those readings. That was fabulous. That was really amazing. Oh, anytime.
Yeah, I always get freaked out. It's so hard. I feel like sometimes I feel like I don't know if I can always pull it out. I try and get that energy and feel it, but it's so hard. I've never done it over Skype.
Well, I tell you, you did an amazing job tonight, Chase. And to do this on, over the internet and feel the energy, that's real powerful. And I want to thank everybody who called in. And I'm so sorry for the people that we didn't get to. It was just been an amazing night for callers. I usually don't get this many callers, Chase. You're a very popular gal.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I'm popular.
Chase, Chase, you pulled it off. Every time I teach, I always say, am I going to pull it off? But you hit it on in every case. It's interesting. Even with me, my energy is blocked. So the capacity to give me any more information is not relevant to the reading. Actually, I'm just blocked, and I need to go with the flow. And funny to have David on here telling me that, because he's telling me that all the time, and he's back on here to validate that as my neighbor, which is interesting.
Yeah, this is really amazing. I have the two best readers in the world on my show, and just so thankful you both are sharing. And I wanted to play Chase's song, Axis Work. But before I play it, I wanted to ask Chase, what inspired you to do this song, and what is this song about?
Well, for a lot of people that have been following my music down the rabbit hole over the last few years, it's been a very interesting ride. I've definitely had more of a dark and ominous kind of vibe to my songs, and so as I come through this transition, even everyone in my family had noticed. My mom had noticed. She said, you're smiling in your pictures more, and so I started to realize that I had to kind of capitalize on how much happiness I had come into in my life. And so when I wrote Axis, initially I had written one version of it, and I just felt like I wasn't feeling it. It wasn't quite bringing the message. And so then one day I realized I need to have an anthem. I need to have something that pushes and really brings that kind of edge of jump up and dance and feel good. And because I think that's all what music is about. It's about sharing that collective energy. And my music is not censored or put in a box I'm not trying to be a certain way to please a certain type of crowd, I want to make music that I want to get up and dance to and have a good time with and vibe with, and at the same time will leave you feeling spiritually, in a spot where you're thinking and feeling good,
Oh, when you hear this song, that's definitely what you feel. I'm going to play that right now, and then when we come back, I guess we'll say our farewells. But I wanted to get this song out. This actually comes out tomorrow on iTunes, does it not?
Yeah, I'm not sure because of the master if iTunes will be up, but it'll be up I'll have a video posted tomorrow, and we'll be able to link for purchase from one side or another.
Oh, great! You'll have to post that on my radio page. That way everybody
absolutely
can.
Will.
Thank you. And I'm gonna mute our microphones for a moment, and we'll play your awesome song, and we'll come back and we'll say our farewells.
Okay.
Okay.
I know the trouble goes on.
Wow. Was that an awesome song or what? That's going to be out on iTunes tomorrow. Chase is going to post this link. And he's going to post it on my Facebook page, Transitions to Transformation Radio. That way anybody who wants to purchase it, just click right on there and you can get it. And it's a very positive, powerful song. So Chase and Todd, you there with me?
Yes, ma'am.
I am.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, I can't thank you both enough for joining us tonight. Anytime. And Chase, thanks for staying on an extra half hour. I really so appreciate you doing that.
My pleasure.
Am I still on?
Oh, yes, you are, Beverly.
Oh, hey, B.
I thoroughly enjoyed this. So I've enjoyed it all. It's touching, and I've enjoyed it. So.
Oh, that's great. We enjoyed having you on. It's very nice to meet Chase's family. This is awesome.
Yeah, I'll have to come back on. I loved it.
Yes.
Thank you. Anytime. You both are welcome to come on anytime. And Todd, too. And I just want to thank, Beverly and everybody who called in. Marie, Karen, Jamie, David. I can't remember everybody who called in. It's just amazing.
People called in. It was wonderful.
It was wonderful. This is like the best response I ever had on a show. This is just fabulous. And
cool.
Chase, we wish you all the best success with your music and with your mediumship. And we're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to talk about the commune on another show in Iceland. And we'll have to set that up soon.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So many blessings to you. And Todd, I want to mention Todd a bit. He is the author. He is a master numerologist, and he is the author of The Mysteries of Numerology, which can be found on Amazon.com. Todd has a Facebook page called Todd Curran Numerology. There you can access his website. You can see when his upcoming tour dates are and lectures. And I want to thank you, Todd, for joining us, too, and for being my co-host for tonight.
Thank you very much, Susan. I really enjoyed it. Chase, I love that song.
Me too.
It was an excellent song. Takes you right on the inside out. That little Scorpio gift you got there. And I enjoyed it. It was great.
Yeah, it's a rockin' tune.
It's nice to do something a little fun and a little jammy, and I'm excited to perform it live. I had a good friend teach me some choreography, so I get to actually get down and boogie on stage. I've never really been much of a dancer, but I'm getting better.
Oh, that's good. Well, that song will make you get up and dance.
Yeah.
Reminds me of that tune from the 70s, Get Up and Boogie.
Yeah, well, I mean, my
I'll
big
bring the 70s back.
Yeah.
That's part of my master plan. I think big inspiration, my Aunt B, growing up, and opened me up to a lot of music like Rufus and Prince and just a lot of good 70s soul music that I think really opened my eyes to kind of directionally where my blood is at and where my voice is at. And so it's kind of helped inspire me and help me find my path musically on what makes me happy and also reflects me as a person,
Yeah, it definitely is awesome.
There's that 7 again, Chase, right? The 70s?
Yep, the 7s. The tale of the 7s.
Yeah, the 70s brought in a lot of progressive individuality. It was my favorite era to this day of music. And soul, I guess, is what it is. I wasn't sure what that was defined as, but that makes perfect sense.
And Chase, what were those two of my favorite songs that I keep telling you got to get on iTunes? Do you remember which ones I'm talking about?
Who knows? I got a big library. I'll have to go through my laptop with you, B. We'll have to figure it out.
Okay, yeah. He's got a couple that should be number ones, but I don't know how to push you out there, Chase, but maybe I can figure it out.
The universe has got that all under control. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
But, I think the big thing too with my new record and with this new song is there's a lot of empowerment involving. This song is very much a feminist anthem too, because I want people to understand the beauty and the balance of masculine and feminine, and what balance that is that we carry. And that song is very much kind of a reflection of my androgyny and kind of who I am. And so I think as we step into this new age, everyone listening out there, just keep your eyes and hearts open. The changes are coming, and be an example to somebody. Be a light to somebody. Anybody can be a light. Anybody can be an example. What I do is special, but I think what everyone does is special. And ultimately, my goal is to just make everybody as aware of that as possible. And that I'm only accessing this by trusting my God and following God. It has nothing to do with, some special shaman spirit coming into my soul and 3D Pixar animation style, sequence. It's definitely more about understanding that already predetermined and predestined gifts that are lodged inside of us and growing those and allowing those passions to envelop us and to be better people,
Oh, that's awesome.
We're here to become more complete. If you think about the 2 in 2000, there you go. The new millennium and the representation of the 2, as opposed to the 19 of the 20th century, which was a male energy, war, and bloodshed. And we're definitely going into a better time frame to the androgynous 2.
Absolutely, and that is exactly what that is. It's all about the division of masculine and feminine, just getting rid of all ideas of duality as far as gender, sexuality, religion, orientation, all of that. We're moving towards a very strong place of unification, where we're all moving into this oneness that none of us can really explain or understand right now, and there's a revolution happening behind the scenes, and it's coming to the forefront, and I think all of us really in the spiritual community are talking about it. We all feel it. There's a buzz coming, and none of us really know what it is, but I think that's what it is. I think it's a unification that we're all craving. And
and for all of you, all you artists out there, make sure you come back in 3,333, because that's going to be one of the most amazing years. I want to be there for. I'm not afraid to come back.
Let's reincarnate.
Yeah.
All right, let's all come back in 3033. We'll let the power now go for a second, and we'll presently put ourselves in that time frame. That would be the time frame of artists. 3000. If everyone thinks that the 70s and 80s music and the 60s music won't be replicated, wait till we hit 3000.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It'll be a new renaissance.
3 being the number of artists. 3 is the number of artists. I don't find any more profound artists than 3s, and Chase has got that in his. He's got the 12 letters in his name. 1 and 2 is 3, and then the vowels being a 12. And then Chase, something that I didn't think about. You're born on the 24th. 2 and 4 is 6. I'm born on the 6th. I'm a 7, so because I didn't get involved in music, I wrote a book about musicians. My book is specifically about musicians because 6 is 3 to the higher power. You can imagine there's a lot of great artists that are 9 incorporating everything. You have that in your life path, but and then you're born on 10/24, and 10 and 24 is 34 or 7. 3 and 4 is 7. So there's that psychic ability written right there within the combination of a 6th sense sitting next to a 7, which is the invisible rope to the other realm. So in the process of us talking, there were certain numbers I missed there that came up with the more to show the artistry, where the art numbers were and the psychic ability coming through that energy of those numbers.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
That is very amazing. Thank you for that, Todd.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I'm going to draw the show to a close. I wish I could go on forever because I really enjoy talking with all of you. But our
will
time
go on
left is.
forever, Susan.
That's right. That's right. Well, I just want to give you guys another plug. I know Todd is going to be on a radio show this coming Wednesday called Raven About Metaphysics, and the show's host is Victor Holst, a metaphysician for over 35 years. He's a brilliant man. So, that's also on Blog Talk Radio, so if you want to catch that, it's this Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Todd Patrick Curran is going to be the guest, and Victor Holst will be the host with the most. So tune in, guys, for that, and I want to definitely plug Chase's, his CD's coming out. It's called Magdalene Me, and it's coming out on December 17th, but that wonderful song, Access Work, that we heard earlier, that's going to be out on iTunes tomorrow. And Chase is going to post that link onto the Transitions to Transformation Radio Facebook page. So take a look, look out for that. And want to thank Chase, Todd, Beverly, David, Marie, Karen, and Jamie, everybody that called in. Thank you. And for those that we couldn't get to, I'm so sorry. Our time had run out. But I'd like to get Chase back on soon, and we'll and also Todd, and we'll have a little hootenanny real soon. So
yeah. So I just wanted to do a quick shout out and thank everybody over at my team at Akashic Records, Cades and Jasper and John, and everybody on my team is really amazing, and they've been so supportive and wonderful to me in this last year, and kind of just flowing with my vision and flowing through everything in my personal life, and so I've just been really blessed and proud to be working with them, and so I think that's their big reason why I can, pursue not only my music but my spiritual realm too, because I can be at ease knowing that I have people helping me with it, So
that's wonderful. That's really wonderful.
Did you say
and I love the name. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
Go ahead, Susan.
I love the name Akashic Records. I think that's so
I thought
cool.
that was great. That is fantastic. I was going to ask the same thing, Susan, about that. I said, you really meant Akashic Records? That's brilliant.
Yep. If that isn't spirit, then what is?
Exactly.
That's perfect.
Guys, well, thank you so much again for having me on. I appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for being on.
Thank everybody. I enjoyed.
We enjoyed having you too. You on too, Beverly. We'll have you on another show for sure.
All right, we'll do it.
I'd love to all.
Good luck
have
with
a
your
good
music,
night, everybody.
Kate.
Hey, thank you, Todd.
Good night.
Good luck with your book. You too.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night. Hey, everybody. I couldn't close out the show without a word from my sponsor. If you want to wrap, it's to slim down for the holidays and afterwards. Here's a little commercial, and I'm going to put on for you right now.
Have you tried that crazy wrap thing? Everyone is getting wrapped to tighten, tone, and firm. And you can too. Get your wraps up to 50% off today as a loyal customer. Just visit IamGettingSmaller.com. The first loyal customer each day is entered for a free wrap. Need extra Christmas cash? Who doesn't? Join as a distributor. Join now. IamGettingSmaller.com. Independent. It works distributor. 1-855-512-WRAP. Toll free. 1-855-512-WRAP. IamGettingSmaller.com.